Hey guys, what's up? What's going on? It's Miguel here, FBA Bros, and in this video we're going to be talking about the top 5 most profitable book categories. And before we get started, I did want to mention that we do have a Facebook group called the FBA Bros Entrepreneur Mastermind Group, and pretty much in that group what we discuss is private label and book selling stuff. So if that's something you're interested in, go ahead on Facebook and send us a request and we'll go ahead and accept you, and we can start discussing and see how we can build ourselves some empires. And also, if you found us through YouTube, we do have an Instagram. So if you have an Instagram, go ahead and follow us at FBA Bros. We post pretty cool content there every day. We try to post once a day. So yeah, go ahead and check that out. And also, if you haven't checked out our other videos on our YouTube channel, we do have a private label case study series going on. We're on week 2. So go ahead and check that out as well. And please like this video and subscribe if you like it. But anyway, moving back on to the topic, the top 5 most profitable book categories. So we're going to start off with probably the most common one. This is going to be your bread and butter, the one that pretty much sells throughout the year, and it's going to be nonfiction. Nonfiction is pretty much the most common one and easy one, easy type of category to find. Usually you'll find something in this category, and you can find really profitable books, especially if it's collectible or first edition. You can tell by looking in the front cover. It'll let you know if it's first edition. And also, there's always a high demand for nonfiction because there's plenty of readers out there, and there's people always consistently, buying nonfiction. People love nonfiction books. And also, just a little part at the end, you can find nonfiction pretty much at libraries, thrift stores, and garage sales. We always get our nonfiction pretty much from libraries and thrift stores. Again, it's one of the most common books, so this is probably going to be one of your bread and butter when it comes to selling books on Amazon. And second, we're going to go with educational and textbooks. This is probably our favorite. It's always exciting to, go scanning out there and running into some juicy textbooks that are valued at like $50 or even $100, $200 plus, when we only spent $2. So again, textbooks in most cases are probably the most profitable type of book you're going to find when you're out there in the field, when you're out there sourcing. Textbooks do sell all year long. Again, most people will say that textbooks are only good for 2 parts of the year, which is going to be January and around August, September. So, but actually, based on what we've experienced, textbooks actually, they do have those 2 spikes in the year, again, January and August, kind of transitioning into September. But textbooks do sell pretty much all year long. You'll actually notice that when you start sending these things in. And also, again, at the very end, in order to find textbooks, if that's something you're looking for, if you're having a hard time sourcing textbooks, let's say at your local thrift store or libraries, because there's another reseller there clearing them out, or they're just not getting any books there. One cool method is to go to colleges and actually set up flyers and actually network with teachers. There's a lot of teachers who can get their hands on some old books, and sometimes they're trying to make money too, so you can make a quick flip and possibly make a deal with them. Again, go to schools and give your business card out, introduce yourself, and let them know that you're interested in textbooks and that you'll buy them in whole. And you can probably get a good deal, and you can send those things to Amazon and make a killing, especially during the 2 spikes in the year again, which is January and August. So definitely a lot of money to be made on educational books and textbooks. That includes workbooks, all that kind of school-related type books. Killer money. And we're going to be moving on to religion and spirituality. Again, these books, they sell all year long, super profitable. Probably, I'd probably have to say this is definitely one of our bread and butters. A lot of people ignore these. They're overlooked because a lot of the times the ISBN is located inside the book. And sometimes, let's say there's another reseller or scanner in your area, they get sloppy, they get lazy, and they just don't look them up. Or sometimes they don't know how to look up the ISBN, or they just don't know where to find them. So it can be tricky looking for these ISBNs on religious books. But again, you could always open up your Amazon seller app and actually scan the book, and it'll pull it up. Collectibles, first editions. If you are out there on the field, go ahead and check the first, where you normally would find the ISBN lookup. You could actually find if it's a first edition or not. And usually first editions, especially when it comes to religious books, they're valued at a lot. There was one time, actually like not too long ago, where I found a Quran, and it was a first edition from like 1967, and it was selling for $200, and we ended up selling that book. And also a way to source and find these books. The easiest way is going to be to contact your local churches in your area. Churches get a lot of these books. They get so much that they don't know what to do with them. A lot of the times they're just giving giving mass amounts and boxes away of religious books and donating them to friends of the library in your area, or just donating them to random places that might be in need of them. But contact your local churches. I'm pretty sure you'll be able to find some kind of church out there that's going to want to do business with you and would be happy to supply you with religious books, religious and spirituality books. So definitely look into this category for sure. And also another category that's highly profitable, which is usually not paid attention to, is art, comics, and music. Usually when you find art books or comics or music books, they're going to be higher ranking, but the return over investment is great. Again, when you're going out sourcing, normally we're finding books for like $2 to $3. Art books can, differ. Some of them can be selling for a little bit more, but usually, they're higher ranking. For example, only a few copies have sold throughout the year, but those copies that, are, the book that you found, for example, let's say it's worth $80. It's definitely still worth sending in to the Amazon warehouse, and even if it stays there for a couple months or years, you can still make your money back. So check out art, comics, and music, definitely. And again, it's overlooked. A lot of these art books and music books, they have the ISBN inside, or in a tricky, it's just hidden pretty much. And a lot of people get lazy, especially if they're in a hurry. Let's say that you're at a book sale. People get sloppy with all the chaos, so they typically ignore art books. One, because they're huge sometimes. There's like just giant books that you got to open up, flip through the pages, and spend time and effort to look for the ISBN. But again, people are leaving those behind, so you can definitely capitalize on that. So it's definitely overlooked. And also, they can be sold in different platforms. So let's say you have a bunch of art books that you found, or type of comic books or music books. Let's say they might not be in high demand inside the Amazon market or eBay, but you would actually be surprised if you list these on Facebook, Craigslist, or Letgo, and you sold them in sets. There's a lot of art junkies out there, comic book lovers and music enthusiasts who just love collecting different types of books related in these categories. So you could actually sell them in bulk and definitely turn a profit. And also, to find these places, based on our experience, you want to go to thrift stores. Thrift stores actually has a lot of stuff coming in related to art, comics, and music. Or at least ours, we notice they're always constantly restocking. And yeah, and book sales too. Book sales, again, that's probably going to be your biggest bang for your buck when you go there. Most people ignore these categories. I don't know why. Again, maybe it's because the size of the books or something, but they're always left behind, and we're always there to scoop them up. So book sales is another good or a great way to find these type of books. And also health, mind, and body. Again, this is a trendy one. These books are always selling, especially nowadays. Everybody's into health, and mind, and the body. So this includes workouts, workout books, diets, books on meditation, therapy, psychology, basic kind of like self-improvement kind of stuff. Sells really hot on Amazon and actually other places as well. Again, it sells consistently all year. And let's say you find, you have a bunch of self-help books that you found, or someone just gave you boxes, because some places have just tons of these, but they don't know what to do with them. And let's say on Amazon they're really not valued much. You actually might lose some money based on the fees. We could actually sell these sets in groups, and you can sell them on other platforms, again, such as Facebook, Letgo, and Craigslist. So definitely look into that. And again, you can find these at libraries, thrift stores. Again, just network with your libraries and thrift stores, and they usually get tons of these, so you shouldn't have too much of a hard time finding these. And again, the more you can send into your Amazon inventory, the more sales you're going to make. So just keep on feeding the beast, especially with these categories that we're going over. And again, that's pretty much it. It's that simple, guys. Just those are the top 5 most profitable categories based on what we've noticed. But then again, at the end of the day, don't leave any stone unturned. At the end of the day, don't judge a book by its cover. Scan every book, besides mass market books and books that you obviously know that are of no value. But you will definitely find profits, I can guarantee it. And yeah, just you'd be surprised. There's a lot of times where we're out of the field. There's a lot of times where I'm out on the field, and I'll be looking at books, and sometimes I just want to get out of there. But I always scanned or look up the ISBN number of that book that looks kind of silly or looks like it has no value. And I'm always shocked or reminded to not judge a book by its cover, because sometimes that little crappy book that you looked up is worth $50, and that definitely makes the sourcing trip worth it. So that's pretty much it, guys. Those are the top 5 most profitable categories that FBAbros believes in. There's other categories out there too, but again, at the end of the day, no stone left unturned, and just scan every single book out there and you will make some profit. So that's it, guys. If you guys like this video, please like and subscribe. And if there's anything that you suggest or recommend for us, please leave a comment below. We'd appreciate that a lot. Also, follow our Instagram, and if you haven't already checked out our other YouTube videos, please check those out as well and give us feedback on them. We'd love that. And also, we look forward to see you guys on the Facebook group. If you do have a Facebook, just go ahead and send us a request, and we'll gladly accept you. And we can start having conversations about private label and book selling, so we can grow together as a group. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and have a great day.